Hey everybody, this is a short video on lasso regression. In earlier videos and probably your earlier studies, you've covered ridge regression as well as linear regression. Lasso regression is a similar concept. It's very similar to ridge regression in the sense of how the equation works. And if you've seen my video on ridge regression, you can see the equation that's actually used in applying this to a data and a set of weight matrices as well as a bias. But in this one, what's different is that it's similar to ridge regression in that you're pushing your weighted matrix on your coefficients closer to zero, but in lasso regression, those coefficients can actually cause your weights to eventually become zeroed out. And the reason that this is different from regular ridge regression is that because you can minimize your features all the way to zero, you're effectively canceling them out. Say if you had a set of data that had upwards of 10 features, right, and you use lasso regression, it can actually get it down to where your algorithm is only calculating, learning off of 4 features or 5 features. It doesn't have to be all 10, because if the coefficient alpha that we're talking about pushes certain features down to zero, then they won't have any effect when it comes time to actually calculate an output based off of some given input data. So in that sense, the features will be ignored by the model. Ridge regression is commonly seen as better because you may not want those features to get pushed to zero, but lasso regression is just another technique that you can use in case that you have a lot of features. Let's say in some data sets, you could have upwards of 100 or 500 or 1,000 different features, but you're not quite sure all of them will be important or relevant. Using this lasso regression algorithm can actually help you figure out which of those features in your set are actually important. And so in that sense, this algorithm has its own version of feature engineering or feature selection built into it. So this is a technique that you can apply just in case you run into that scenario. Alongside other types of regression. There's never really a perfect algorithm, but you can always try out different ones to see what gives you the best testing accuracy. Again, as I mentioned in earlier videos, the primary objective is to maximize for generalization to new data, right? And so you may want to apply lasso regression to help you do that. In certain libraries, you may have the option of combining lasso and ridge regression sometimes. You can also do it manually, but again, it depends on what's going to give you that best testing accuracy. So don't fall victim to thinking there's only one method of having your algorithm learn, but try out different things. And as we talk about in previous videos, and as we will talk about in future videos, there's a lot of techniques you can apply. So hopefully this helped you out. Thanks for watching.